Hello, this is Casey. I'm here to do some readings, tarot and talk. Let's see if anybody's around. Hi, Sun. Hi, Bonita. Hi, Pine. Boy, that was quick. Okay. How you doing? Darlene, you've been with me since I started, haven't you? Oh, my hair's a mess. I've been out working in the garden because it's going to freeze tonight. Caramel apple. How cool is that? Yeah, Darlene's been with me since I first started. Yeah, we've covered most of them. I don't have room to bring a whole bunch of them in here into the house. So I got some tarps and we covered them. How you doing tonight, Priscilla? So yeah, I get self-conscious about my shirt because it gets low. Got to bring those plants in because we're going from 90 degrees to 40 degrees and freezing. And I'm a little higher altitude. Well, he lived here for a while, so he knows what the weather. Colorado, wait 15 minutes, the weather will change. I'm doing good, hon. Just been busy. The smoke is bad. I helped my daughter finish the last of her moving the last 2 days, and I was coming back through Colorado Springs last night. And I messaged my daughter and I said, "This is crazy. Is there another fire?" And she thought there was one out by Breckenridge, but this one up here in Fort Collins. Yeah, I had to wear the mask just walking out the door. Hey, Tiffany. How you doing, hon? Oh, the winds. Oh. Yeah, I have severe asthma, so walking out into that smoke was not a good situation. I'm sorry you were melting, hon. Okay, Sun, do you have any questions, or do you want a general love or just a general reading? Well, if the winds are picking up, maybe it'll clear away some of this. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're getting out, Darlene. Hey, I saw your post that you were at the beach. I'm glad you got out and had some fun because you've been through it the last few months. Sun Lehman, do you have a question? And if Sun doesn't respond, then we have Bonita. Yeah, I'm doing a list. I have Sun, Bonita, Divine, Darlene M, Caramel Apple, Priscilla Ellen, and Tiffany. Oh, girl. Okay. Sun answered. Can I ask what's coming up for you in love? Okay. Sun, I've never seen you before, have I? I hope you subscribe so you'll be notified when I come on. We do tarot and talk, we do spiritual talk, and we're doing a metaphysical book group. Good for you. Good for you. Okay. Now, Sun, you are to the point you are done carrying everybody else's burdens. Gloria. Yeah. 1, Hold on. So one more free one, okay? Yes, please. We spent a lot of time last night talking to some new people that subscribe to the channel. And they went in and discovered the bubble technique, ladies. How awesome is the bubble technique? Okay. They messaged me. They said, oh, yeah. Immediate relief. Immediate relief. Okay, so like I said, son, you're done carrying everybody else's burdens. A 9 is a completion. A 10 is gathering up your resources and moving away from the situation. Okay, there's 2 deer in here, so that's telling me that the universe has opened up a couple different pathways for you. So it's time for you to make some choices and decisions of what you want, okay? Now, I show the 6 of Pentacles. So what you need to look for, see, it's not really telling me about the person. It's more like you're working on yourself, okay? There needs to be more of an even give and take. If you're a typical, I assuming that you're a woman, okay? We're taught that we need to give and give and give, okay? But you need somebody that's going to give and receive evenly. It's never going to be 50-50% because, you know, one person might be down and the other up and you're going to support each other. But you need somebody that's going to respond and give back to you also, okay? And then I have the Queen of Wands. This could be male or female, okay? These are one of the movers and shakers in the world. These are the people behind the people. These are the people that make sure everything gets done. The I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, everybody makes their appointments. They look nice, okay? So it's this person will definitely, I think it's somebody that's in the spotlight, okay? This person is going to be very, very passionate about what they do, okay? And one more card. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Could be male or female. Maybe you have 2 options, or maybe one of these is you, okay? Queen of Cups is very someone loving, caring, nurturing, very, very sensitive, okay? So that's what I'm showing. It may be 2 options, or it may be one of them may be you and one may be the other person, okay? Okay, lovely arc. Now, if I'm going crazy because there's a fly in here, it's because the weather's getting ready to change and they're all coming in. So did that make sense, son? Okay, Bonita, now you can post your question, hon. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Okay. You guys are getting specific on me. I can't. I don't know if I'm getting specific or not. Okay. A lot of people's tax refund is delayed at this point, Divine. It's not just you. I listened to Morris Invest, and I listened to Meet Kevin, and they have lots and lots of information about things like that. And there's a lot of people that haven't got their tax returns yet. Okay. Okay, Bonita, have you met this person already? The only thing I can tell you is it's probably going to be your twin flame. Somebody that you will have a very, very, very deep connection with, okay? Okay. This is going to be a wonderful connection. Yeah. Yeah. Kate, Lovely Arc is the last free one for tonight. Okay. After that, it's donations. Okay. But I do think it's twin flame. This is going to be an awesome connection. And you know I cannot tell time frame. You guys have heard that enough that you know I can't do time frames, okay? But I have the Justice card. Okay? This could be a marriage. It could be a divorce. It could be a contract that you sign. Make sure that you read the fine line. This will be more balanced for you. Okay? Just make sure you take your time and really get to know this person, okay? But I do know that you will have ultimate happiness, ultimate fulfillment with this person. Okay? So it's going to be awesome. Next time you may want to reword it a little bit different. It's telling you about the person you're going to marry, but it's not. I can't tell you a time frame. You guys know I can't do time frame, okay? But when they come, okay, when they come, it's going to be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Stupid fly! I'm telling you, the cold weather, we're dropping from 90 degrees down to 40 degrees. And they all moved in. They got in through the screens. Okay. Did that help, Bonita? Divine. Oh. Okay. Is there love in your life? Honey, if you've got family, you've got love in your life. I swear, I don't like to kill things, but I'm going to kill this fly. Where's my fly swatter? This is not fun anymore. I put the fly swatter down and it'll leave me alone. Okay, Divine wants to know if there's... You might want to reword that, hon, because if you've got family and friends, you've got love in your life. Okay, so you may want to reword that a little bit different. Okay. Well, you know your family loves you. Okay, so are we going with 4 cards with everybody tonight? Oh, you stupid fly. Okay, romantic relationship. Then let me shuffle for that. So the ladies that were here on Friday night, and we were putting my grandson on the spot. He hasn't asked this lady out yet. He told his mom, my grandma put me on the spot on YouTube. Oh, you stupid thing. Okay, romantic relationship. So if anybody wants to know about that story, watch the last hour probably of the Friday night video. That was funny. Us ladies were cracking up. Okay. So what I have for romantic relationship is the 6 of Wands. What I can tell you is this man will see you and know you for who you are. Okay? This is forward movement. This is Victoria. Okay? This is success. This is somebody knowing you for who you are. Okay? And that's very, very important. Isn't that something we all want? Is somebody that sees us and knows us and loves us as we are? How important is that? Now, I do show that you are coming up on two paths here. The universe has opened two different pathways for you, hon. Each path is, there's no right or wrong in this, okay? Whatever you do, the challenge is for you to pick the best path for you. What is the best path for you at this time, okay? Whatever you choose is this is the soulmate card. This can lead to marriage. Okay, this is people coming together to celebrate happy family, possibly a marriage. This person may have a child or you may have a child, okay? But I don't think it's coming in real quick, but whatever choices and decisions you make. So, Divine, I want you to focus on loving yourself. If you love yourself, then you're going to draw in a healthier relationship. So maybe at this point in time, maybe this is saying, you need to know and love yourself. Okay? Does that make sense, hon? Darlene, you're next, hon. M, have you been behaving yourself? But Divine, there's got to be some choices that need to be made that are coming up, okay? Yes. Yes. Good. Darlene, are you here, hon? It's Darlene and then M. Did we lose Darlene? There she is, Darlene. A dress and sneakers. That's a good combination. Is it a little sundress? A little sundress with some flat sneakers. The old-fashioned type sneakers looks cute. Yes. And Divine, use the bubble technique to start clearing out that negative self-talk. Okay, love. Yes. And M, spend the holidays with him. Darlene, are you waiting for somebody to come back from the past? Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. I got that, Darlene. Okay. So this person is trying to balance what makes them happy. Okay. They're juggling what makes them happy. This could be family. It could be job. Okay. They're so busy balancing what they're doing now They're waiting for this ship to come in, but he's got his back turned it. He's not seeing it at this point in two. So there's got to be some kind of belief system or something that's holding them back from the universe is trying to bring in this ship, but they're not seeing it, okay? Because they're too busy trying to juggle other things that they think are making them happy, okay? I do show the Six of Cups. This is nostalgia and longing, okay? This is, could be a person or a situation coming back from the past. Now, the seeds were planted a long time ago for what you want, okay? It takes a while for the tree to be mature enough to bear the fruit. So you're very close, hun. The harvest is almost there. She's just waiting. It's like any minute, any hour, any day now, okay? There is something coming in for you. Is there somebody from the past that you could possibly be waiting for? Okay. Someone that yeah. Hey Casey, how are you, hon? His money, yeah. He's got a point of view or something that is holding him back. And if it's his money, then that's what it is. Okay, M, what is your question, hon? Oh, that's hard. Yeah. It's hot in here, and I'm afraid to open the door because of the smoke. Okay. I think you're going to be doing some soul searching, girl, for a while. Okay. I'm telling you, this is a Ford card night. Okay, first card is going within and knowing what you want and what you don't want. Okay. What do you want, M? What do you want? This is going within knowing who you are and what you want, and then going out and shining your light in the world. So you got some decisions and choices to make. Now, I have the High Priestess. Yes. Okay. The High Priestess is the knower of secrets. There are probably some secrets going on here that are going to come to light. I would think that also this is a karmic situation. You have a soul contract with this person, but be aware that there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you don't know anything about, okay? He'll probably come clean. I'm feeling like he'll come clean, okay? Let me see who this is. They're messaging like crazy. No, it's not even telling me. Okay. Well, then it could be just that this is a soul contract, okay? Because to this card, to me, is also the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records keeps a records of all the contracts, the lessons we've learned, the things we've said and did in a lifetime, okay? So I do show King of Pentacles. This is someone long-term, stable. This is happy, a very happy family person. He would be a very, very good husband. Okay? Now see, and it's 3 out of 4 cards are all major arcana, so this is long-term lessons. I have the Wheel of Fortune. This is things moving in your favor. Okay? But it's divine timing. Yes. Yes. Not just protective, hon. It's stability, safety, security, happy family, okay? It's yeah, very successful person, okay? But this is divine timing. This is things moving forward in your favor, okay? But it's not going to happen right now. It's going to take a little bit of time, okay? Caramel apple. What is your question, hon? Okay. Okay. I'm glad you have 2, Em. I'm glad you have 2. Telling you this is a 4-card night. Okay. So the first card we have is the Chariot. Caramel apple. Okay. This is forward movement. Okay, but it's nobody has control of it right now. I feel like it's still early stages. Okay. But it's forward movement, but again, divine timing. She has no control over the sphinxes. She can't tell them what to do. And I do think she's going through lots of transformation and change, and this could be either one of you or both of you, okay? But it is forward movement, just not in your timing. Now, I do show the Knight of Swords in this deck. Again, Spirit is involved in this relationship. And this is usually a fast-moving energy card. But somebody needs to take a leap of faith here before it happens. That making sense, hon? I do show that somebody's stuck in their head. They have a mental prison going on. Look at her. Her hands are tied together, but they're not tied down. She could take the blindfold off. Okay, she could grab a sword and cut those bindings off her wrist and get up and walk away from the situation and have some clarity in the situation, okay? Well, that kind of makes sense because here's the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a bit introverted, very successful, very quiet, very observing, okay? Sometimes it's somebody in law enforcement or a judge or security or something like that, okay? But that's something, this is the type of person that sits back and observes things and looks for the truth and clarity in the situation, okay? That makes sense? So until he gets stuck out of his head, again, the only thing we could do is pray for healing for him, to pray for him to have clarity and make some choices and decisions, okay? That makes sense, hon? Hey, Georgia Peach, how are you doing tonight, hon? So, Priscilla, you're next, hon. Yeah. And Virgos can be a little bit stubborn and not as flexible. Does that make sense? And the Leo has a roar. Okay. Since Priscilla is one of my moderators, she gets a little bit longer reading. Little bit is an understatement. Oh. Okay, finances, girl. Okay, so I think you need to make a choice. Oh, honey, you haven't met my Capricorn twin flame. He's stubborn too, okay? So, Priscilla, you need to make some choices. You need to make some decisions about something, okay? You've got two pathways here. This card says, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, going back and forth in your head, okay? You've got to make a choice about something. Now, I have the Five of Swords. Now, swords is being stuck in your head. This is usually the narcissist card, but this could also be you being hard on yourself. It's almost like you have to surrender it to the universe, hun, because you're hurting yourself by not letting go of this situation. Yes, you're only hurting yourself, girl. That's what I put the bubble technique up for. Start clearing some of that energy so you can so it'll give you a little bit of clarity about your choices and decisions. I don't know why it's doing that. So I have the Three of Wands. This is forward movement. This is hard work. This is success. Okay? This person's waiting for their ship to come in, and you are open and ready to receive it. So you have cleared some things, okay? So just have faith, give gratitude for your ship coming in, okay? Now, I have the Queen of Swords. This is someone that's been through hell and back. They're going through transformation and change. She's holding the sword of truth and clarity at this point in time, okay? She knows how to work hard and manifest things. But still a little bit, still pretty much keeping everything in her head, okay? The thing is, see, look at the doves in there. That's spirit surrounding you. That's spirit surrounding you. Know that you are protected. Know that they're just asking you for help, hun. They're waiting for you to ask for help, I should say. I've got to reword that a little bit. And sometimes we've got to surrender everything to the divine, okay? And then I have the Three of Cups. Things are going to work out. You've just got to focus on the positive, okay? You've got to have a little faith and trust in the universe. But see, these cups are overflowing. That's emotional fulfillment. That's happiness. It's celebration, okay? But you just have to make some choices, or you have been making choices, okay? Tiffany, what's your question tonight? Yes. Yes. And like I said, with that negative self-talk that pops up, use the bubble technique. I know people forget to use it. Sometimes I forget to use it myself, okay? Yes, let go, let God. We've got to have that trust. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what's going on with Tiffany and her TF. And it's I just keep surrendering people to their higher good at this point in time. Because I can't control anything else. All I can do is, put them into God's hands. I want you to give it time, girl. I want you to give it time. Okay? It's going to happen. That's okay, Em. I hope you got to hear all your reading. Look, 10 of Cups. Total emotional fulfillment. Happy family. Okay? Good night, Priscilla. You have a good night. Okay? The 10 of Cups. Total emotional fulfillment. Happiness. This is it. Okay? Now, you're waiting for that ship to come in. There's forward movement. There is some success. But see, you're open to receiving. And I think he is too. There's a mutual open to receiving here, okay? I show the world. There's lessons completed. Okay? You were ready to start all over with a clean slate. A new beginning, learning new lessons. Universe, what can him and I co-create together to make a happy life? Yes. Okay? What can we co-create together with the universe to make the best life? Okay? And there it is, Ace of Cups. Early beginnings of love. Could be marriage. Okay? But it's definitely total emotional fulfillment at the beginning of this reading and the end of this reading. So just be patient, take your time, do what you got to do, hon, okay? Gloria, you still here, hon? No, he hasn't asked yet. I called him and asked him today. He started laughing all self-conscious and he goes, I haven't been back to the pharmacy yet. He goes, I'll update you when I go. I said, that is so funny. He's all self-conscious about it now. New pharmacy. He said he told my daughter, Grandma set me up. She had me on her YouTube channel. I said, that is so funny. That is so funny. Yeah. Oh, he had us all cracking up. I told everybody at the beginning, I said, anybody that wants to know if he asked, yeah. He's hilarious. Well, I'm not hearing from Gloria. Now, Elle just made a donation, so I'm going to go ahead and do Elle's because she donated, and then Lovely Arc. Okay. You're so funny. Elle, did you see what I was asking you last night about the smoke? Did you see how much smoke there was today? It's bad. And it's coming from Fort Collins area. Hopefully this snow will start putting a lot of these fires out. Yeah, he's all self-conscious now. Ah, you're quarantined. What's going on this month? Okay, so I'm showing the Three of Swords. This could be separation by distance. Yeah, my son and my daughter-in-law have ash. They're in Greeley. They have ash all over their cars, like a half an inch of ash. It's so bad. Okay. So this is separation by distance. This could be arguments. This could be disputes. But things can be resolved if you just take the time to communicate. Okay. Now, I do show the Ace of Swords. This could be the new beginnings in truth and clarity, new beginnings in new thoughts, new job, okay, new goals, and working on your spirituality. Okay. Now, I show the Seven of Swords. This has two meanings to me. Okay. It's somebody that's walking away from a situation with regret. And it's also advice to watch out for theft and deceit or being ghosted. Okay. But whatever happens, we have the Ten of Pentacles. That's having everything. Safety, security, abundance, having it all. Having it all. So there's good things coming in. Okay. What is this phone doing tonight? It's trying to upload a video, but it's telling me that there's no video there. Did that make sense, hon? So many swords. Well, yeah. Well, what are you going to do while you're laying down sick? Okay, you're going to be stuck in your head doing a lot of thinking. Would you quit doing that? I'm going to have to reboot my phone in order to stop it from doing that, I guess. Yeah, swords are mental. They're in intelligence. They're spirituality. They're being stuck in your head. That's what's going to happen while you're quarantined. So Gloria never came back, did she? Are you here, lovely Ark? Yes. I'm stuck in my head all the time too. Yeah. Lovely Ark, are you here? Okay, Leondra, the free list is closed for tonight, but if you want to make a donation, then we can get you in for a reading. What does MC currently feel about you? Okay. So First card is the Six of Swords. Whatever you want to donate, hon. Whatever you want to donate. Tiffany, can you put up the donation links for me, please, hon? Whatever you want to donate. Okay? Now, this is coming out of troubled waters into smoother waters. Now, the thing is, she's got 3 swords behind her, 3 swords in front of her. She's halfway there. And the thing is, there's nobody else in the boat. She is taking charge in order to move forward. She sees what the obstacles are, and she's ready to move forward. Okay? And swords are usually a Libra sign, okay? An air sign. Now, I show the King of Pentacles, someone very successful, okay? Yeah, someone very successful. This could be something long-term, stable, happy family man or woman, okay? Safety, security. This is having it all with this person, okay? But somebody is doing some soul searching. Somebody is learning to know themselves. Who am I and what do I want, okay? Then they could go out and shine their light in the world. So he may be, or both of you may be doing some soul searching about what you want, okay? Okay. Now, I have the Five of Swords. This could be a narcissist card where somebody puts you down in order to feel good about themselves, leaving a trail of destruction about them. Or it could be you being hard on yourself, okay, with that negative self-talk and leaving a trail of destruction, destroying yourself, okay? Elle and I are starting a book probably Wednesday night. We're going to start a class on the dark side of the light chasers. And this is one of the things that it talks about, okay? Is letting go of being hard on yourself, judging yourself, pushing parts away of yourself that you do not like, okay? I recommend that you go, ladies, go in and look at the playlist, look under classes and look for the bubble technique. It's a little video. It's under 4 minutes. Okay. It can shift a lot of things in your life. It can clear up some of that negative self-talk you're telling yourself. Okay. Okay, that's PayPal. Yeah. Did you get the Cash App one too, hon? Oh, those are the links. Yes. Okay, so who is next? Okay, who's got the initials DD? Did that make sense, lovely Arc? Who's got the initials DD? They're next. Okay. Okay, what's your question, hon? Did you want a general reading, a general love reading, or something specific? Girl, you guys are asking. Okay, I can give you some of the characteristics. Who is the man you may end up with? Do you have somebody specific in mind? You may want to reword that a little bit. Because you could have potential men. you could have many potentials. Okay. Come on. Okay. I have got to open this door. Hold on. It's just getting too hot. I'm going to have to get a little smoke in here. Come on. It's too hot. Sorry about that. Okay. Is it raining? Oh, it's starting early, huh? Okay. What's the potential? Okay, so it may take time right now. Okay. In this lover's card, she's envisioning somebody. Okay. It's almost like this is an elusive lover. Okay. It's like this person is a fantasy. So there needs to be some decisions and choices made around love. But I do show the Nine of Swords. This is also called the Wounded Warrior. Okay? The thing is, you're tired, you're exhausted, and you feel like you just can't take another step. But look, the finish line is right here. Okay? So instead of focusing on how far you need to go, take the time to acknowledge how far you have come. Okay? That's shifting the energy. I have accomplished a lot. Okay? And I'm going to succeed. Shift that energy. Reframe the thinking process, hon. Okay? Now remember this, because the women have a tendency to give everything. There needs to be more of an even give and take in this relationship. Okay? One person is giving and receiving, and the other one is just taking. So you need to learn to set some boundaries. Okay? Now, I do show the Chariot card. There will be some forward movement. There will be some success, but it's in divine timing. Don't try to force it. Just go with the flow, okay? Have some trust in the universe that everything's going to work out okay? You don't have control of the situation. She has no reins to control the sphinxes and where she's going. This is all in divine timing, okay? So I'm thinking there, because of this card, I'm thinking there's a very, very good possibility. I think you need to get out of your head with the illusion of what you want. You do need to look at some of the reality of the situation, okay? And you need to set some boundaries, because there needs to be more of an even give and take, okay? But there can be successful forward movement, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in your timing. It's divine timing, okay? Does that make sense? I need to reboot my phone. Okay, so Why are people meddling in your relationship with Isaiah? Did that make sense, hon? Did that make sense? I'm going to reboot this here real quick. Because it's going to keep... Aha! Text messaging me. Leondra. You're next, hon. Elle's got a good memory. She's got a good memory. Let's see. I keep feeling like I need a different deck. So Friday night, we were talking about relationships. We started out with negative self-talk. We went to what to ask somebody when you first start dating them. And then my grandson came on and told everybody about how he was, he had a older lady flirting with him and letting him know that she just gone through a divorce and stuff. And letting him know that she wants to go out. So he was flustered. Well, let me ask you ladies for your opinion. And we're all saying, oh, a male opinion on things. And one of the things he said, this is 2020. This is 2020, ladies. Why don't you go for what you want? Say something. And this lady's kind of doing that, but he just wants to be friends. But he says, I'll take you out for dinner or lunch or whatever, just so we could talk, So it was an interesting weekend this weekend. Okay, what's going on? Okay, so okay. So I show that this is a soulmate, hon. Okay? This is a soulmate. It could possibly, men are terrified of rejection. He even confirmed that. Men are more sensitive than women, and they are terrified of rejection. Okay? So you got to give them a sign that you want to go out. But this could possibly be the marriage card, okay? A soulmate card. Now, somebody's in a should I, shouldn't I situation. But I like this card to see she's observing. She can see through the blindfold. So actions speak louder than words. This person is observing actions rather than words, okay? Now, I do show that there has been some lessons learned, okay? You are ready to move forward with a clean slate. You're ready to trust the universe to supply everything for you. You're so ready for a new beginning. I have the Seven of Swords. This could have two meanings. This could be theft, lies, and deceit. Or this could be somebody walking away from a situation, okay, with regret. So I think that somebody's spreading a lot of lies. I kind of get the feeling that what I'm feeling is they're getting jealous, okay? They're jealous. I have the Knight of Wands. Okay. This is the sword. The knights are action, and the swords are passion and desire. There's new life, possibility of new life coming in. I can't get specific, hon. I can't get specific. There's a possibility of new life, new beginnings here. Something creative, something passionate. But you've got to get past this lies and deceit. Okay? It's not telling me who. But whoever it is has him stuck on his head. Yeah. Ah, so that's what this is. Okay? It could be he was the one with the lies and the deceit. Okay? You're ready to move on. You're ready for a new beginning, but it may be with, is he a fire sign? Just curious, is he a fire sign? Or this could be somebody else coming in for you. Okay? He's an Aries. What's an Aries? Is an Aries a fire sign? Let me look. Oh, this stupid phone. Why does it keep trying to pull? It's trying to upload a Facebook video, and I can't even find a Facebook video that's trying to upload. Aries is a fire sign. You're fire too? Okay. Yeah. But see, this usually represents new life. Something passionate, passionate, something creative. You know, again, ask the universe some questions. What do I need to be aware of here? Okay. What can the universe and I co-create together that will bring passion, creativity, and love into my life? Just start asking the universe a bunch of questions. But see, whatever's going on, whatever you decide to do, okay, you are ready for new beginnings. You are ready to start over with a clean slate. You're just done with all those lessons that you have already learned, okay? But yeah, I do. One more card. I just think that yeah. Finesse Kid, the free list is completed. If you would like to make a donation of any amount, then we can get you in, okay? Okay. There's a possibility that he may come back. Okay, there's a possibility that he may come back. Okay, yeah, because you guys, let me know how she figures out time frames. Because I don't know how to do time frames, okay? Now, but this card is a card of awakening, okay? You need to pay attention. You need to observe, okay? I did do an Aquarius reading, hon. Was it not on there? Okay, so actions speak louder than words. Pay attention to what's going on. There needs to be an awakening, okay? But if he comes back, there could be a renewal. There could be a reconciliation, but you've got to pay attention to what's going on. Do not bury your head in the sand. Does that make sense, hon? You've got to be aware. Don't just jump into it again. You need to see if this person is changed or not. And and set boundaries. Okay? Set boundaries. So you can't find the Aquarius reading? Hun, I did them in order. So Aquarius would have been the last one, wouldn't it? Let me look. No, Virgo would have been the last one. I did them in order. So it would have been right after the Capricorn reading. Let me know if you didn't find it, hon. This week I'm going to work on the general readings. You're welcome, hon. I hope that made sense. Yeah. Good. Good, good, good. And hon, you might want to go in and look under playlist, look under classes, and look for the bubble technique. Work on yourself. Clear some of your negative self-talk. Okay? Clear some of your belief systems about relationships. One of the things that I would probably work on clearing is men always cheat on me. All the good ones are taken. Okay? Things never work out for me. And start affirming I'm always at the right place at the right time. Boy, Elle was quick to find that. What do you ladies want to talk about tonight? 944. Yeah. Confirmation. What would you ladies like to talk about tonight? You guys seem to pull up the energy of what we need to talk about. I almost feel like Darlene's afraid to miss any talks anymore. Oh, that's funny. Again, what would you ladies like to talk about? So Mars is going retrograde and we're bringing up energy. Okay, so where was I last year in September? I was in Arizona. I woke up one morning in shock because my twin flame was right there in my third eye. He did that twice. Twice. And then I also saw him. It was strange. I also saw him waking up and calling out my name. Ugh. That was absolutely crazy. That's where I was a year ago. And one of the things that I was doing, I was out there for my daughter's wedding, but I was also looking for a change of scenery. Ugh. Looking for a change of scenery to forget about him, you know? It was just crazy. Where did that come from? I don't remember taking that picture. So, like I said, everybody tells me, well, he's coming back, he's coming back. He'll be back by Christmas. They tell me that every year. And it's like, I don't want to hear it no more. So when he contacted me in Fifth Dimension, okay, I told him, don't contact me anymore. You're talking to me in fifth dimension, but if you're not going to come back in the third dimension, don't contact me anymore. But I sent him a message in the physical just after Christmas. I said, look, I don't know what's been going on since September. What you're going through, you've made it clear that you don't want to have a relationship. I said, so I think you thought you never said anything when I said we had a connection, but you seem to have found that connection. I said, please don't play with it, because some other things happened too. And it's like, he never responded. So I told him, I said, you asked me why I broke it off. Well, because you didn't want to move forward. You didn't want anything to do with the relationship. You told me that the last time we saw you. So that's where I was a year ago. It's like, yeah. So what were all of you going through a year ago? My youngest daughter was getting married. That's why I was in Phoenix for a month. And I'm done with dating apps. Oh. So and yeah, transformations. So I always thought that it was the mountains that I was drawn to. I've lived here in Colorado all my life, but I've traveled all over. So about 10 years ago, my kids and I took a trip up through Yellowstone, up through Montana, Idaho, across to the West Coast, and came down the East Coast and saw a bunch of stuff. On that trip, I realized it's not the mountains that I'm drawn to, it's the trees. It's the evergreens, the pine trees. They are awesome. And if you ever go to Mount Rainier National Park, there's a place where you can sleep under the canopies. Oh my gosh. So that's when you decided to move to Colorado, hon? Yeah. I think we're all starting to find out where we belong. That's the thing. We're starting to find where we belong. I always come back to Colorado, though. It seems to be the heart of the country. I'm sorry, Elle. So the whole time, yeah. I don't think it's just Mars, hon. It's oh. So there's an app, everybody. There's an app called The Pattern. And they let you know what the world energies are and what you're going through at the same time. So the world update right now, I don't know what's going on with that. Let's try to do that. It says for the next 3 to 4 weeks, there's an energy in the air that's encouraging people to express themselves to the world. Yeah, it's pretty legit, all right. If you've been keeping to yourself in the past few weeks or months, or have felt unsure about letting your voice be heard, then you might feel a boost in confidence right now. You could feel more willing to lead, perform, or just show up in public as your best self. The intention right now is to encourage people to be more spontaneous, creative, and courageous, even within whatever limitations they are currently experiencing. Oh, yeah. Even within whatever limitations they are currently experiencing. At the same time, it's important to retain some sensitivity and awareness of what's going on around you and how others are feeling. If you're over-identifying with what you're doing or expressing, or you're only doing it to gain external success or material results, then you may have gone too far. This could be more likely if you're already someone who likes to take the stage and tries to outshine others. In this case, try to step back and focus on inspiring others to do what you do so naturally. On the other hand, if you're usually timid, use this time to try something new. Feel free to lead or even show off a little. Give yourself permission to be brave and confident. Ask yourself, how would believing in myself enhance my life, and how can I increase my self-love and self-confidence? Look for new ways to put yourself out there and help others. Yeah. So, and they also ask a question. So let's talk about this tonight. Is something from your past preventing you from having compassion for yourself? So, Elle, have you cleared the energy around that relationship? Okay, so do not put out there, I will never settle again, because when you say never, it becomes like a challenge to the universe. So be aware of that. Be very aware to never use the word never. And that twin flame journey is hard, Darlene. It is so hard. I had never even looked into twin flames before this guy showed up. But he did come in and shift my life because, and I went in to look today. So I started this channel on 12/28/2018. But I wouldn't have done that if he hadn't come into my life. No, I'm not talking about taking him back, Elle. I'm talking about clearing the energy. That's what the bubble technique's for. Clear out things like men are cheaters, or this guy was a cheater, he used me, I will never be in a relationship again. Okay? I want you to clear out some belief systems around that relationship. And you can still give him, yeah. Yeah. Well, if you give him a 3-piece combo, just make sure that you don't let him know where you're at, you know? Yeah, that twin flame journey is not fun. I never even believed that I would experience that in this lifetime. I did tell the universe after 2 bad relationships that it owed me a good relationship. Haven't found it yet. And tonight I'm deleting all the dating apps I'm on, because the guy that we were talking about Friday night that I was supposed to ask him questions is living with somebody. He wanted a sexual relationship. They all think that older ladies are lonely and that they can take advantage of them. That women will settle for whatever they want to give, you know? Yes. Strong boundaries. Yeah. And us women are raised not to have boundaries. We're supposed to be all giving, all caring. And you know, like we were talking about that picture from the 1900s, when women got down at Christmas on their knees to ask their husbands forgiveness for everything they'd upset them about all year. Oh, Oh, and there's still some of that coming down. Okay, so the women used to be the priestesses. I talked about this a little bit last time. The women used to be the priestesses. They held the temples. The Levanites come in, took exception to the women having ceremonies like Beltane, where they just go out and get a man and they'd sleep with them. Okay, they took exception to that. They conquered the temples. They made women property. Okay, they weren't a person, they were property. And how many cultures around the world still have that attitude? So, and even now, oh, I love that one. You know, a lot of the Native American tribes had a matriarch. The women held the property, the women made the decisions, and the lineage came down from the women because the womb does not lie. You know, the womb does not lie. So that was interesting. But it's you know, and you look like when they went in the third century, they took a lot of books of the Bible written by women. The women were the witnesses to Jesus. The women were the witnesses because the women followed him everywhere. And they took almost all the books out of the Bible, okay, that were written by women. The Gospel of Mary was taken out. There's only 4 copies in the world left. Like I think it was the first 2 pages are missing, and the middle 4 pages. She had just asked Jesus a crucial question, and there's 4 pages missing. But there's still those underlying beliefs. I mean, it wasn't until probably about 40 years ago. Yeah, yeah, because the women are more open and receptive spiritually also. That's like when it talks within the book of the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, it talks about how the the male, the 12 disciples were lost and didn't know what to do when he was crucified. And they said, "What are we supposed to do now?" But he had talked to Mary in depth. So she told him, "Well, this, that, and that needs to happen." And he turned around and told her, "Why would he tell you that? You're just a woman." And that attitude still is still carried on. It's what, 40 years ago things started shifting for domestic violence and for molesting children. About 40 years ago is when it started shifting, when things, because before that they would think, oh, it's okay for a husband to beat his wife, you know. Things are shifting, but we're still not there. We're still not there. But the thing is, if we love ourselves, if we have good self-esteem, then we're going to draw somebody to us that loves himself and has good self-esteem also. And they hide it. And that's like the church I was going to. At church, the men were very loving, caring. They would get up with the kids and take them out and walk them and stuff when they were fussy during church. But when they were at home, they were beating them. You know, they all put on a good show. That's like my husband when I told my sisters, "Oh no, he would not do that. He's a lovely person. He's not like that. You're just exaggerating everything." Yeah, right. So I stayed in that marriage longer than I should have because I had no support system. They all thought he was wonderful, just awesome. And then they would go out with my cousin or something and they would run into him with his girlfriend. I was married to him, but I was the third party. That's crazy. And I didn't know. But then again, the universe, yeah, same thing. Same thing. There's a pattern in there that we need to break. It's up to us to break the patterns. And that is by loving ourselves, having boundaries, and good self esteem, and clearing out all that negative energy from the past. You know, it's up to us. It's up to us. And like I said, if I can give you little tools to do that, but then there's another thing. Yeah. So then there's the other thing. We have a tendency to forgive everything. You know, we have a tendency to forgive everything. Again, because we don't have that self-esteem. You know, that's like this guy when he asked me last week, well, have you been through domestic violence? I talked to one person, she gave me the point of view, well, he probably doesn't want a psycho lady that hates men, you know? And like Elle said, is I don't like, yeah, yeah, that's exactly what Elle said. No, this guy, I don't like his attitude. I don't like his attitude. That's exactly what she said. Yes, he's living with somebody. He says this is what he said. I'm living with someone I care about, but there's no romantic passion. And it's like, well, too bad, honey. You know, I may be an older woman, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna. Why would I do that? Why would I hurt somebody else? I know what it's like to be in a relationship and your husband fool around on you. Why would I do something like that? Exactly. And the thing is, it was kind of interesting because I received an article from a romance writer, and she was talking about people reacting to um, some of her writing styles. Okay, and she was talking about some people. She had a name for it. I was going to go back and look it up, but she had a name for it. She says some people experience no passion unless they are in a romantic, committed love relationship. Okay, Rashmi, the free readings are done for the night. Okay, if you want to make a donation, then we can go ahead and do a reading. Oh, and of course, we believe them. So this is what I told one of the ladies earlier. Actions speak louder than words. Pay attention. Yeah. Actions speak louder than words. So this is what I told that guy. Regardless if I ever talk to him again, I told him, look, I made choices to marry these guys, even though I didn't know any better. So why am I going to judge them for my choices and decisions? They played a part for me to learn the lesson, and I can see those lessons. Okay? I needed them to do that for me so that I could get out of being shy and introverted and move forward. Well, I stepped up, I finally eventually got, the self-esteem that I could raise my kids. I was doing it anyway. I told him these are lessons that I needed to learn. Why am I going to be upset with them for that? Okay. So this is the part I gave him to play. And then, like I said, I've been doing tarot cards for 30 years, but I started doing them in, I think, March of 2018 on Facebook. And then on Impulse, started it on 12/28/2018 on here. If I had met my twin flame, I never would have been able to do that. Maybe that's all he came in for. But it's sure as hell hard to move on from him when he's contacted me in 5D all the time. How do you move forward from that? Boy, if anybody's got any answers to that, please share it. It's not easy for any of us that are going through twin flame stuff. And I just keep clearing energy and clearing energy. I haven't figured it out either. I like I said, I just keep releasing him to his higher good. So, curiosity, Tiffany, what did the baby mama say? There's got to be an easier way to do this. Come on, universe. Come on, universe. All I keep asking for is I want the love of my life for the rest of my life. I don't want to be playing games. Like I said, hon, actions speak louder than words. See, he's not ready to let go of her. He's not. If he keeps going back to her like that and she keeps taking him back, that's not a healthy dynamic. For a place to stay. Well, it's up to us to make choices and decisions. It's up to us to set boundaries. It's just, yeah. I'm just tired of the seesaw ride. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? He made his bed. He's got to lie in it, you know. Hey, Clementine, how are you? No, you got to protect that child. You know, so this is one of the things I told my daughter when her relationship started getting real bad, real dangerous. She was, oh, that's the oldest daughter. She even tried killing herself. It was so bad. Um, Sometimes it's worse for the kids for you to stay together than it is to walk away from the situation. She finally walked away from the situation, but she wasn't in a position to take the boys with her, so she left the boys with him. So, and that shifted the dynamic in both their lives. They have both made very, very positive changes in their life now. They're both healthier. They're both not alcoholics anymore. You know, it's choices and decisions. If she would have stayed in that relationship, she would have ended up killing herself for sure. She got out of the hospital. My youngest daughter and I picked her up, packed her in the car, and we drove around for 5 days. We went down into New Mexico and across to look at some of the like Mesa Verde and the Grand Canyon, and just took time, got her away, and yeah, that was an interesting trip. Got her to talking, got her to make some choices and decisions. But how much of a blessing is that child for you, Elle? How much unconditional love does that child give you? I know she keeps you busy. Yeah, I know. How old are your kids, Tiffany? So one of the other people that comes on here, their boyfriend, the father of their child, just recently passed, and she knows he's around. She talks to him all the time. Now her daughter is also talking to him all the time. So whether she's doing it because she hears her mom doing it or if she actually sees him, I don't know. Yeah. Kids are so awesome. Kids are so intuitive. One of my grandsons was telling my son, "Who's that man? Who's that man standing there?" And there's nobody there, right? So he's seeing these ghosts. One of my friends says, "Okay, when your kids do that, we need to have them tell them, I'm too young to help you. You're going to have to find somebody else to help you." And then the mom got upset and says, "No, that's like giving permission for it to be okay. You're not going to stop the spirits coming to this child. He needs to be able to defend himself, you know?" And don't forget, Elle and I are starting this book this week. Okay? I would watch both readings. I would watch both readings, okay? Because you never know which energy you're fluctuating around in. So watch your sun, moon, and rising. Like my sun, moon, and rising are all in Libra, so that simplifies things for me. So have any of the love readings been resonating with anybody lately? Because I haven't seen hardly, I think only one sign I have seen actual love coming into their lives for the whole month of September. Well, the first half of September anyway. But I do feel like there's a shift coming. Because it seems to me like the love readings have been coming out more like general readings, you know? Kept freezing? Wow. Wow. If it keeps freezing on the actual video, then maybe I need to redo it. See, I need to know things like that. You need to know things like that. Last month I had the YouTube Blossom videos and I had to go in and do them, and then all of a sudden after a few days the other videos showed up. So I had 2 love readings for I think 3 signs in there for the month. If you guys don't tell me, I don't know. And I don't know if they don't resonate if you don't, or if they do resonate if you don't tell me. But and my see and your birthday month, you usually start going through new lessons, or actually the month before. Your 12th house, the sign before your birthday, you usually start going through the changes that you're going to go through for the next year. I haven't had any changes because on your birthday you move. Say it's okay. So I'll be moving into, I don't know, the next number energy. Say I think I'm in a 6 this year. I'll be moving into a 7 year on my birthday. So there should be a shift of energy. Ah, see? But this is, and I know that I've lost 4 pounds and I haven't self-sabotaged myself on it. I'm still trying to situate things with the kidneys, so I'm kind of going up and down. But I'm down 4 pounds and I haven't self-sabotaged it. But the only thing that helps me is to stick to vegetables. So that's huge. Or fish and vegetables. So yeah, my birthday's the end of this month, so there's should be some kind of shift. Let me see what 9/28, 2020, 9. So I'm in a 5 year. I'll be moving into a 6 year. Hey Susie, how are you? Yeah, water's great for the kidneys. Now see, I was told not to drink too much water. Casey never came back. She's in a bad place because it's the anniversary of her father's death. So now I did go in and listen to Leo the other night. So it's Leo Fire 555. So that was kind of interesting because he is just now discovering dowsing rods. And I kind of talk, whatever you want to donate, Susie, whatever you want to donate. So he's wants to use the dowsing rods for yes, no. So he was alternating between the dowsing rods and his pendulum, answering questions. And I was telling Casey, tell him that he can look for ley lines. If you guys look up ley lines, anybody that has health problems, you can douse out ley lines under your house. Ley lines under your bed, under your house, can all cause health problems. Water running underground under your house can also. You can ask the angels to come in and divert the water. You can put copper rods in the area to divert the ley lines. You can check for vortexes. There's negative and positive vortexes. There's a good example of vortexes is to go in and look. That's fine, Susie. That's fine. There's positive and negative vortexes. But vortexes allow entities and ghosts and other things to come in too. Okay. It's like my neighbor today. I told her we need to do that. I said I've been wanting to do that since I moved in here. Is put some copper rods in to stop the ley lines and stuff. She says, "Yeah, well maybe we'll do that here pretty soon." And yeah, so it's interesting. There's so many things that we don't see, we don't know. And I told her, I said, there's something in the house because something keeps turning my TV on upstairs. Not the one down here, the one upstairs. And I told her, and I said, and there's definitely fairies in the house. She says, yeah, I think there's fairies too. My granddaughter, when I had my house that was on a vortex, she tells me 15 years later, Grandma, I saw a fairy at your house. It was flying around and fluttering, and I saw a fairy. I saw a fairy. And my grandsons saw a bunch of things. One of my grandsons woke up in the middle of the night, says he saw Jawas walking through the house from Star Wars. And the one that I originally lived in Denver had so much paranormal activity. There was a little man about this tall that would peek in the windows at my daughter when she was home by herself. We had shadows walking through the house. Things would move. It was crazy. And I didn't realize that I've been living until now. I've been living in houses that were on a vortex and had things coming in and out all the time. Because for me, it was normal. My dad's house had a vortex too. I think I saw spirits when I was little, Susie, because I was terrified. I don't care. From the time I was little, I would sleep, even in the middle of summer when it was 100 degrees, I would sleep with the blankets over my head because I was scared. And my mom was raised in Unity Church, so stuff like that, should have been in her awareness. But instead, she bought into all the things that scared the heck out of me. Okay. Susie, do you have a particular question, hon? Do you really? You still do that? Okay, you have a good night, Tiffany. Okay, message me about the time thing. Okay. Love question. The thing is, what we have to realize, Susie, is that when we're scared, we're giving power to the dark side. So ask Archangel Michael to protect you from any entities coming in and scaring you like that. That's what Archangel Michael's for. He's there for protection. Yes, and you have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries. Okay. Even with the universe, you have to set boundaries. Okay, so what it's showing me, Susie, is the hangman. You're not good with people. So I want you to pull the bubble technique and I want you to clear that statement. I want you to clear, I'm not good with people. Okay? I want you to clear that statement big time. And don't ever say never, because never is a challenge to the universe. We were talking about this earlier. Oh. Yeah. But that's setting a boundary, hon. That's setting a boundary and protecting yourself at the same time, okay? Okay, so you're waiting and waiting and waiting, okay? There needs to be a change in perspective. There needs to be a change in the way you see things, okay? Some kind of change in the point of view, your belief systems, your negative self-talk, okay? Bubble technique. Now, is he an air sign? Out of curiosity, is he an air sign? Because I have a Knight of Swords here. Okay. Knights need to turn into kings. Okay. This is a fast-moving energy. And what is an Aries? An Aries is not an air sign, is it? It's the opposite of Libra. I know that. Okay. There needs to be some truth and clarity here. Okay. This is a very fast-moving energy coming in, and I do think that spirit's behind any communication that's going to come in. But be aware that he's not a knight yet. I mean, he's not a king yet. You want him to turn into a king. I don't know why it's so important to stress this, okay? He's not ready yet. Divine timing. Divine timing. Spirit's behind all this, okay? That's what the eagle is. To me, this can be a very spiritual card. But at the same time, there's a need for truth and clarity. But it's a fast-moving energy. Now, I have the Two of Coins. Somebody is walking on a tightrope, trying to balance things. Whether it's like family or relationship and job or something like that. Somebody's on a tightrope trying to balance everything. Okay? He needs to make a choice. There's two pathways here. He needs to make a choice. Have a good night, Darlene. Okay? There's two ladders here. There's two opportunities, but he's so focused on trying to balance things on this tightrope that he's not allowing himself to see anything else. Now, there is the potential of having it all. Okay, this is the Ten of Pentacles. This is stability, safety, security. Okay, happy family, tangible assets. Wow. Yeah, he's having troubles making that choice. He can't see any other alternative now. How many times have we talked about men can only focus on one thing at a time? Okay, so he's feeling overwhelmed, but here's the potential. There's still a potential there, but he's got to decide to walk away from the situation. And I think he's starting to walk away from that situation because this is a 10. Okay, this is walking away from something that's no longer emotionally fulfilling, gathering up his resources. Okay, gathering up his resources and walking away. He's ready to start something new. He's ready. Have you heard from him at all? Have you heard from him at all? But he's not quite there yet. Yeah, he's not quite there yet because again, he's waiting for that ship to come in, but he's not emotionally available. There's success here in front of him, but he can't see it and he's shut off from everything. He's not open to receiving that ship yet. For messaging him today. So back off, girl. Back off and let him miss you a little bit. Okay? Sometimes you gotta back off and let him miss you a little bit. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But at this yeah. Whatever's going on, he's not open to receiving his ship coming in. Okay, and he's not emotionally available. He shut everything off. Okay, Jamie, the free readings are done for today. But if you'd like to make a donation of any amount, then we can get you in for a read. Okay. So the readings are on donation basis also right now, only right now. So L. Amazing reading, Casey. I'm in shock. How many times have we talked about men, honey? About how they can only focus on one thing at a time. That's so important, And if he's focused on trying to balance everything, it's buffering again. Who's your internet provider, Dal? Is it Comcast? Xfinity? That's what I have too. But I'm out in a rural area. I would think that you would have better internet down there. Yeah, that's what I have. Well, let us know how it goes, Susie. So did you read Elle, did you read the intro and the first chapter, or did you read the first two chapters? So I'll know how far to go. Well, you definitely gave him something to. Okay, so I'll go ahead and read through the up through the second chapter, and we'll talk about everything. Okay. I haven't heard from Casey, and like she said earlier, she's not in a good, yeah, good first place. Yes, men are a lot of work. That's one of the reasons that I'm getting off the dating sites. I just can't do it anymore. It's too draining. And then because I'm older, they all think either I have money and I'm going to send them money, or they think that I'm older and I'm not going to want to be in a commitment and only want sex. It's like, what the heck? But you know, there's a lot of planetary stuff going on right now, and it's bringing up a lot of hidden things, you know. So what was going? So this is so Mars is shifting in 2 days, but we're already in the shadow of that. But what were you going through a year ago? Okay, what were you going through a year ago? Because a lot of things that were happening a year ago are coming back around now. So Al, be aware of this guy finding out where you are. Oh heavens! And if anybody wants to join us, okay, Al and I and Casey's supposed to start too, but Wednesday night, hopefully, we will be starting this book. Okay, we're starting a metaphysical book group, and this is the book we're going to be working on. Okay, and this Reclaiming Your Power, Creativity, Brilliance, and Dreams, The Dark Side of the Light Chasers. Deepak Chopra wrote some things on it. Neil Donald Walsh and um, Wayne Dyer. Yes, well, you're ready for new beginnings. You've been ready for new beginnings, and you set up you set up a huge boundary. Okay, you have set up a huge boundary, and you have told the universe, "I'm not putting up with this anymore. I'm not." So, yeah. But the most important thing, Susie, is not only loving yourself, setting boundaries, okay, but you need to quit pushing away the parts of yourself that you don't like. You are who the universe created you to be. Quit shattering your soul. And this book talks about reclaiming all those parts of yourself that you have pushed away. Okay? This is such an awesome book. And I've been trying to pull this together for a while. Yes. Oh yeah. I'm putting it out to the universe for someone phenomenal. Someone that's gonna last for the rest of my life. Yes, it's on Audible also. You can get that through Hay House. Yes. So Al has read the intro and the first two chapters, okay? And I'm going to go in and reread those tonight, and then we'll talk about them on Wednesday night. So you guys need to message me on Facebook, okay? Message me, not on Facebook. Message me on my email and give me your phone numbers so that we can we'll probably go in on what is it, Google Chat, and we can talk about the book, okay? But email me, please, and I will send you guys my phone number also. Yes, exactly. My best friend, someone I could talk to about everything, share with. We don't have to be together 24/7. We're going to have differences, like he may be into sports while I'm into my spirituality and my art. It's like being together but being able to be separate from each other. Best friends, loving companions, loving to do things together. Just the love of my life for the rest of my life. I want somebody that loves me as much as I love them. So yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to get this class going for a while, Susie, and I think that's when you ordered the book. We've been just trying to get it together, and Taddy can't come because she's working so much. Casey ordered the book and she lost it. So yeah. So you guys message me. Give me your information. Okay? And like I said, yeah, in fact, Hay House is having a sale on all kinds of things, especially tarot cards. I just got new glasses, and look what happened. Okay? One of the nose pads is broken off. I don't know if they can weld that back on or not, or if I'm going to spend the next 2 years going around like this with my glasses. So, and I can't see. No, they're not insured. The lenses are probably, but not the glasses because I reused some. But they were fine. They were fine. They were almost new. Um, yeah, I can't see the computer with them. They keep trying to adjust things so I could see the computer and far. I'd rather have them for far because when I drive, but I can't see the computer with them. So they never seem to get them right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go in and see. I'm gonna go into Costco and see about getting another pair. Costco's got some awesome glasses, and the prices are even better. Yeah, I hope so. I was laying on the floor looking for the nose pad in the middle of Michael's. This lady came up. I'm looking at the floor, looking because they're clear, and I'm looking all over and I can't see them. This lady walks up and finds them right away. That was crazy. It's like, where is it? That's funny. If you're going to spend your rest of your life with somebody, they need to be your friend first. You know, they really need to. And you have to be secure enough that you could spend time away from each other. Like I said, I don't do sports. And most of the guys, from my twin flame, he plays hockey. He lives and breathes hockey. He's a Bronco fan, so he has season tickets for that. And then I know he watches baseball. So I don't do sports. So we want to be part of each other and be able to let the winds dance between us and feel secure about that also, you know? That's huge. I know a statement that I need to clear right now is I'm never going to find anybody. Yes. Yes. And that's why I like the what is the Six of Wands card? Let me look for it. You know, it's being successful, moving forward successfully. It's somebody recognizing you for who you are and what you do, what you accomplish, you know? That's huge. That is huge to me. You know, I was just a possession. I wasn't even a person with my husband's, you know? Yes. Forward movement, success, victory. Someone recognizing for who you are, celebration. Yes. It's the ability to allow somebody to be themselves. And that's one of the things I talk about. We're supposed to be here to honor each other's differences and not judge them. Sometimes you just have to tell them, okay, well, we just need to agree to disagree because we both have our own truth, our own reality. You know, that's huge. And to be able to say also, you know, I'm listening. I'm listening to what you have to say. And they should honor you also, you know. Those are just, you know, no more of this, I am right, you are wrong. You're not going to change their reality. You're not going to change their truth. So you just need to honor that. You have to take the bitter with the sweet. Exactly. Exactly. And I was reading an article the other day about relationships. You know, people used to take the time to work everything out and they stayed together for 50 years, you know. Now somebody runs into an obstacle and they take off running in another direction. Where's the commitment? Where's the love? You know? Where is it anymore? I think my mom and dad were married 29 years when she died. But you know, he was a narcissist and yeah, very controlling, and she was very quiet and submissive. Yes, it is. It is. You know, and anything worth having is worth working for. Yeah. You know, and what's funny is my mom and dad were cousins. I didn't find this out till a few years ago. My mom's mom and my dad's dad were brother and sister. And when I go back and look at the genealogy clear back to the 1600s, here in the States, cousins married cousins. Ah, let's see. Yeah, you build up anger and resentment because they can't see your point of view. They're not listening to what you have to say, and then we throw it away, you know? And people, I think, marry. This society keeps us so busy that we don't know how to love ourselves. We don't know how to set boundaries. That's not good. I don't have all the answers, but you know, I'm still learning all this stuff just like you guys. It's like Casey told me, well, why do you need to do the dark side of the light chasers? And I said, You don't realize how much of myself that I have pushed away through all these years. As I tell you guys, you push those parts of yourself away the first half of your life, then you spend the second half of your life trying to reclaim all those parts of yourself. Well, I'm in the second half of my life and I'm still trying to reclaim all those parts of myself. You know, I want to be whole and complete. I do not want to come back and have to do another lifetime of this. I want to be one of the ascended masters that has achieved completion here on the planet Earth. You know, it's just, they call this schoolroom Earth because it's major lessons, you know? Major lessons. It's crazy. I just don't want to do it anymore. Yeah. Yep. And I'm hoping this lifetime was a lifetime of a balance so that I don't have to do it anymore. It's exhausting. It's emotional trauma and drama and yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, Deepak Chopra says in this profound book, Debbie Ford systematically outlines the steps to wholeness and transformation. And that's what I want for all of you know, and for myself also. And yeah, therapy is awesome, but make sure that you use the bubble technique too for some of the things that come up so the therapy will help a little faster. Okay? There are things you can do for yourself, not just the therapy, okay? And start writing down that negative self-talk. Talk to your therapist about it and clear it with the bubble technique. Because the story that you're telling yourself with that negative self-talk is what's holding you back, okay? So I just listened to, I started a 21-day program from Aaron Dowdy. He's got a 21-day meditation to raise your energy. Okay. So I'm going to try that and see if that shifts some things, you know? So, and then this too. So it's been a while since I've done this. I don't remember a lot of it, but I do know it was a powerful book. And then we'll decide what book we want to do after that, okay? You know, I just put it out to the universe. Come on, universe. I deserve a loving, caring relationship for the rest of my life. You know, I've gone through hell and back. I've worked on loving myself. I've worked on clearing all this energy. I deserve a loving relationship for the rest of my life. And I am open to receiving it. So, and I've been working on, like I said, I don't know what it is about my first husband. I keep telling the universe I'm willing to forgive this man, but I don't know how. I don't know what's holding me back. So I even put that in the bubble, but I don't know what it is that's holding me back. Except maybe this man thinks because I'm nice to him that he thinks he's going to get back together with me. No, no, crazy. So is there anything else you ladies would like to talk about tonight? Can you guys tell a difference with this camera? Yeah. Yeah, you should get some sleep and take care of yourself. You know, that's a good question. He had power over me. Yeah, get some sleep, Susie. Get some sleep, hon. I don't know. He had so much power and control over me the whole time we were married. Yes, I will take care, hon. And it's good to see you again, okay? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I keep putting it out there. Come on, universe. I am willing to forgive this man. Can you bring it to my awareness what's the last things that I need to do to forgive this man? You know? Hey, E-Dog, how are you doing? So it's okay. The free readings are done, but if you would like to make a donation of any amount, then we can get you in for a reading, okay? So it's I don't know what the blockage is. Or maybe he thinks that if I forgive him, that he can worm his way back in again. He was the worst out of between my dad and him and my second husband. He was, yeah, he was just the worst. And I had no concept. You know, it wasn't until about 4 years ago that I even heard the word narcissist. And what there's something on Google, what it means when a narcissist says "I love you." I read that and I said, "Holy shit! Did that not just describe my relationship with him?" That was just the tip of the iceberg, though. So, E-Dog, let me know if you want a reading or not. Okay. Ugh. Oh, he doesn't think he did anything wrong. He doesn't. And he thought, the funny thing is, both of them thought that I loved them so much that they could do anything they wanted to me and I would keep taking it. So maybe that's part of the problem. I don't want to let go because I'm afraid I'll fall back into that pattern or something. I'm going to write that down. And work on clearing that tonight. Oh, yeah, he feels like he was wrong. Even now, he still gets drunk and cries over me, and I divorced him back in 1988. You know? And he still cries over me. And the second husband, too, he's living with some lady down in Mexico, and he still cries to my kids about me. You know, it was funny because he never used to call me to see how the kids were or to try to talk to the kids. He wanted to know what I was doing. But I don't want that sense of power to hold me back from moving forward and healing. Oh, narcissists are bad, yeah. And as an empath, empaths have a tendency to draw narcissists. That's a crazy pattern. Hello, Maggie Venus. The free readings are done for tonight, but if you'd like to make any type of donation, then we can get you in for a reading, okay? not forgiving my sense of taking my power back. So how would if I forgive him, I will lose my power. So Ashley, the free list is done for tonight, but if you'd like to make a donation of any type, any amount, then we can do a reading, okay? I only do that because it supports the channel, okay? So if you made a donation, you would be the first one up. So and I've been doing readings every night for the last week. Okay, so Tiffany sent me information now. Oh Lord, girl, I can't do health things like that. That's crazy. I don't do health stuff. That is so hard to do. Okay. Okay, I'll ask, but I'm not claiming to be anywhere near accurate on health stuff. You know, I might talk about things that have helped me. Okay, but okay. Permission to ask questions about Ashley. Okay, at this point, is Ashley pregnant right now? No. Okay. I gotta know, hun. Elle, is there anything else you wanted to talk about tonight, hun? Is it still raining down there? Not raining anymore? We sure as heck need it, though. Maybe this is the snowstorm coming in as the universe's way to help balance out these fires, you know? It'll not only cool things down, but it will also, yeah. Okay. It'll also hopefully stop these fires. Well, that's my fountain chicken. Was it red? When I came home last night, I'm telling you this, I messaged my daughter, I said, the smoke is so bad. So bad. So, Ashley, what kind of question do you have, hon? Besides the pregnancy one. Hey, Tracy. Okay, what's going on in October? Well, first thing, you're going to have to tap into your strength. Okay? So you have formed a bond with someone. So this talks about tapping into your love, your compassion, your gentleness, your friendship. Okay, she has formed a bond with this lion. And it's through all these gifts that you have, okay? Being you and being loving and caring and nurturing, okay? They've formed a bond and they're standing together strong, okay? Now, I have the Nine of Wands. This is sometimes called the Wounded Warrior card. This is somebody that has been hurt big time, okay? And you're tired, you're exhausted, you feel like you just can't take another step. The thing is, you're almost to the finish line. This card also talks about hang in there because you're almost there, okay? I want you to focus on how far you have come. See the wands behind him? Okay? That's how far he has come. He only needs one more step to go forward. You will have strength to go forward if you focus on how far you've come, okay? Reframe the thinking process. Now, there's some kind of belief system, point of view, or negative self-talk that you're telling yourself, okay? You need to clear this. Now, I'm going to recommend a video. It's under playlists, it's under classes, and it's called the bubble technique. You can clear some of those points of view about how things should be, the way people tell you things should be, any negative self-talk that you're telling yourself. You can go in and clear this lack consciousness, okay? So you can move forward. If you can start clearing all that, then we have the Three of Coins. This is working real hard to achieve exactly what you want. Again, focus how far you've gone through. Start clearing all that negative self-talk. Start clearing all the things that people tell you that you need to do or the way things should be, okay? And putting in all that work and see here's moving forward, success, movement, focusing on one thing at a time and achieving things, okay? Does that make sense, hon? Yeah. So focus on clearing. You can clear emotions with that. You can clear belief systems. Like I said, anything that you negative self-talk, anything that keeps you from living life, fears, anger, anything like that, you can clear that with that bubble technique, okay? So, Mira, okay, so the free readings are done for the night. If you would like to make a donation, then we can go in and do a reading for you, okay? This is what supports the channel. You're welcome, Ashley. So, yeah. Are you behaving yourself, Tracy? Well, doesn't look like anybody else wants to get a reading. Is Tracy still here? Are you ready to call it a night, Elle? Yeah. I think I need to go eat something myself. Haven't eaten since this morning. Just been crazy busy. Okay, so I guess we'll call it a night, hun. Thank you for being here, everybody. Okay. So I guess this is it for tonight. I will be back. Elle and I are going to do the book, The Dark Side of the Light Chasers, on Wednesday. If you want to participate, email me. Okay. Friday night is the spiritual talk, and next Sunday is the tarot and talk again. Okay. So everybody have a good night. Everybody have an awesome week. I will get the general readings up this week for each time too. Okay. So everybody have an awesome week, and namaste.